In 2006, Maine anglers caught 4.1 million striped bass. 5 years later, that total was just 160,000. Some kept fishing. Others gave up.
Yeah, we used to catch them all the time. Like, every day, we'd probably catch 10, 15. A couple of years ago, we actually got shut out. We didn't catch a single striper. And then the past couple of years, we caught 1 or 2 each year.
One of the theories is that the current in the Gulf of Maine and the warm water in the Gulf of Maine is part of the reason why the fish aren't coming into the Penobscot Bay anymore, because there's a warm current that's coming off of essentially coming off of Cape Ann in Massachusetts and going straight to Nova Scotia, and those fish are just riding that current up to Nova Scotia. Well, so I moved to Winterport in February of 2006. I bought my first boat, which was a 15-foot V with a 40-horse four-stroke on it, and I was in the river almost every night from the middle of June until the beginning of September. And the best that we ever did in any one outing was 3 fish in one night. We had one spot in Searsport that we referred to as 3 and out, because we would catch 3 fish and it was done. Burned up a lot of boat gas and covered the river from VZ to North Haven. The solution was, in the words of Chief Brody, I think we're going to need a bigger boat. So I ended up going from a 15-foot boat with a tiller to an 18-foot boat, center console with a 90-horse outboard, GPS, fish finder, to allow us to go farther, faster, and spend even more money on boat gas. Bought that boat in 2008, landed exactly 1 striper in the state of Maine on that boat, and that was in the St. George River in 2008. Sold that boat in 2010, and I have not striper fished on the Penobscot since 2010. The other theory that has been bounced around too is the lack of forage in the Gulf of Maine because of, 1, water temperatures, and 2, also because of the mid-water trawling that's been going on involving the herring fishery. And so there's no food, no fish. However, this year has been, at least in the southern part of the state, has been as good as it's been in probably the last 10 years, and I know of at least one guy who fishes the Kennebec and north of the Kennebec regularly who's having the best season he's ever had.
I'm pretty sure that they're not gone. There's always another fish to catch there.
I still get in a boat on the Penobscot. I just don't chase stripers. I chase smallmouth. So, I'd still go, and if I had an afternoon to kill or an evening to kill and the tide looked right, I'd still go and check out some of my old spots just for the fun of it. The problem is I'm not geared up boat wise for it anymore.